I gotta do this before A, it slips my mind, and B, like someone else is going to do it because I'm pretty sure someone else is going to do it. My guess is Harvey from Your World, which I like your content, so this is not a diss. I actually like your content, but I know this is going to get to you. Um, I was going with Vlad, and Bosco 100 was on there, and he was talking about, you know what you like to see? Bill Cosby. And they was getting to it, and he was like, Bill Cosby, Vlad, before I get to this, Vlad can be an arrogant prick some of the times. Look, I know a lot of black people. He does make money off of black people. Yes, he's a culture vulture, but he really, honestly, he's really the only person that's doing hip hop media other than academics, which a lot of people don't like either. So he's one of the most popular media. We made him, and then he's to a point where we can't destroy him, and people niggas are still going. So you, as far as I can see it, if niggas stop going, niggas don't show because he's now like interviewing people like Tom Mesereau and mafia gangs and all that other stuff. He knows that sooner or later he's going to get out that hip hop business. So, but he done made his money off of niggas, and he's just setting himself up for other interviews. That's why he's interviewing people like Tom Mesereau and fucking Italian gangs. But anyway, motherfucking Vlad, he was like, "Oh, I tried to set up an interview." He was like, and Bill Cosby's like, "I'm not doing interviews," and then he gets mad because he did a little interview from a radio station in Philadelphia, which I don't know if he owns or not. Some people say he owns. I'm not gonna say, but he was like, Vlad said something that it was just. Why would you say that? I don't know if you said that out of spite or you was just like that's how you really felt, but it was just like he said he got in his feelings that Vlad that Bill Cosby did an interview off for some radio station, and then he was like, "Shit, I might as well interview the accuser just out of spite." Like what? Now a lot of people in this comment section that said that shit too, so I'm pretty sure Vlad don't fucking care. But this is I honestly like this is the shit he's done this with. I think Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I think that was off of the Jew shit. But that shit right there just pissed me off. It was just like, wow, that's how you feel. Look, don't get me wrong. It's just like I don't know if he's gonna do. I know he could do like over the phone or he would be there and all that other stuff. But to me, what Bill Cosby, you don't hear from Bill Cosby except for that one interview. All right, that one interview. I understand you supported him, and there was people also on your journey that didn't support him, but you most of the people did support Bill Cosby on your channel. That's cool. There was other channels that did that too. Comedy Hype was the same way. Um, I know fucking Lord Jamal was there, but you don't see them like, oh, let me beg Bill Cosby for an interview. They're leaving him alone. He's he's 83 years old. He just live his. It's funny because you said this, but you was still. I felt like you was still at a spot. You was like, I don't think he needs to leave. He was like, oh, he should probably leave the country, just so he can stay away from America and all that other stuff because they already tarnished his legacy. Which I'm not gonna lie to you, I do agree with that part. I just don't think he don't need to leave the. He doesn't need to leave the country. It's just that I just think what he's doing right now, that's what he should be doing. Just being to himself, let him be with his family, and let him live out his life. Like I said, the people that fuck with him, just fuck with him. I don't care if he does another fucking interview. I if anything, I remember on my podcast, it's like, what do you think he should do? I said, I think he should sit his ass down, just be with his family. Hell, if he still wants to donate, he could donate because he's still about education. But he doesn't need to do no interviews. He don't need like he did that one interview, and that's probably it. But he don't need to do no more interviews. He don't need to do nothing. I think the last day he was on some radio show in Ohio, but he was just talking about the pandemic and the Olympics. He said nothing about his allegations, which is cool with me. It's just like, and y'all probably it's like no one knows about this, but like I found it on YouTube, which is like I barely scratched the rabbit hole, but it was just going there. I like first things first, Vlad. and as someone that does watch your content, but you know, not as much as I used to, because I understand like everybody fucking has their things and all that other stuff. Hell, like this is going, he probably would never hear this, and I'm not going to use no clips from him because he might shut my shit down, even though I only got 17 subscribers, so he's probably never going to see this. No, he's won't fucking care. But I'm gonna say this anyway. Bill Cosby doesn't owe you an interview. All right, he doesn't owe you an interview. He doesn't owe me an interview. He doesn't owe anybody else that supported his interview. He, what Bill Cosby is doing, that's what he should be doing. Going, chilling back, chilling in his house, chilling in his home estate, and just live the rest of his life. He is 83 years old. I don't want that man. I don't even want that man out of his house. I don't think anybody want that man out of his house. I want that man to be home because to me, because that man just came from a bed that he shouldn't have did, and everybody look, and like you said, and like everybody else said, like y'all just fuck with that man's legacy. All right, the man that was built on education, y'all don't fuck with that man's legacy hard to where he's even at this point. I don't want to see Bill Cosby ever again, and that's for his health, and that's for his benefit. I don't want to see people just like keep talking about him, keep calling him a rapist and all that other stuff, where there's no factual evidence. And look, last thing, we already been through that. I'm not even gonna like explain myself. I have videos on here defending Bill Cosby to a T. I have defended it. You have defended it. There's a whole bunch of people that defend it. Faison Love defended Bill Cosby. Lil Boozy defended Bill Cosby. Snoop defended Bill Cosby. A lot of people. Look, I want that man to live the rest of his life happy. The man lost his son. I think he lost his daughter or something like that. All right. I feel sad that that has happened. I just want that man to like uh, live out the rest of his life the way he can. The man is blind. The man, and I'm pretty, like I said, Harvey from Your World is probably going to get to this too, but he's probably going to even go deeper. But I'm not even go that deep. He, I'm gonna just leave it at this. He does not owe you an interview, and and if you're acting like that, I would give you honestly. If you acting like that and you telling people to take your stuff off and all that other stuff, I wouldn't. I wouldn't give your ass an interview either because that was a real child. Honestly, that's a real childish ass shit that you did, and that was the real childish ass shit that you said. Like this, I understand. Like when Lord Jamon was, you lucky Lord Jamon wasn't on there. Lord Jamon would check the fuck out of you. It's like I know you said some shit. Like, look, you probably have your own beliefs, and you're entitled to those beliefs. Like you're entitled to your opinions about Minister Farrakhan. You're entitled to your opinions about Dr. Sebi, and these are all um, and all that other stuff. But like I said, no one really owes you an interview, and that's how people felt about Minister Louis Farrakhan. Because I know you tried to get him on there, and you was trying to you pulled that shit. It's just like, oh, they don't want to do your shit. It's just like fuck. Sometimes it's not even like that. I know you did that to Stephen A. Smith, and people have a love hate relationship with Stephen A. Smith, but that's just like I said, no one owes you, and no one owes you or is entitled to you a fucking interview. All right, let that man live the rest of his life in peace. All right. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think how do y'all feel about DJ Vlad? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think he probably a cool dude, but he probably have that asshole petty ass shit moments that people like you feel like you gotta watch him sometimes. I don't know, but I think there's a reason why like people going there like people like Charlemagne, Godfrey, Lord Jamar, people like they don't go back on there for some reason. There's a reason for that. I don't know. But then again, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But I thought this was real disparaging. And I did not like the way he was saying shit like that. So let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.